Hello, Mary Jones. What's up, Todd? Oh, I'm doing all right. Had a few couple hours before I had to go into work, so I figured I would go ahead and start a live stream because why not, right? You know. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mary. I know you were sick early. You were saying you were sick. You know, in the last stream on Sunday or Saturday. Um, I'm sorry. I mean, like I said, I'm still trying to recover from whatever sickness that I had like 3 weeks ago, right? I, uh, I mean, I stayed in bed for like 50 hours straight. Um, I, you know, stayed hydrated. I've been doing everything I can. I don't take vitamins or anything, but I have still been dealing with this like uh, overwhelming amount of disgusting in my system, right? So that's the best way I can put it, without being gross. Um, yeah. So it's been going around, I guess, and hopefully it's not the vid, you know. God forbid it's the vid. But if it is, then I don't know. I'll make it through it. But I'm still dealing with, what I was dealing with 3 weeks ago. So it's going around, that's for sure. Yeah. So they're saying that there's some sort of like a new influenza as well, like a new breed of influenza or some shit. Um, so who knows? It could be that, but drink more. I never get sick. Yeah, that's a. I guess alcohol inside of your body can fight away all the toxins. I guess if you want to, whatever. Never been sick in years, except for hungover. Yeah, me getting sick this time was the first time I've been sick since. I mean, fuck, probably like when I went to jail. Like, what was that? 2013. No, 2013. So, yeah, the last time I got sick like I was that time was 2013. Yeah, I hope it isn't vid either, Mary. Trust me, I hope it isn't either. I've never had it as far as I know, but shit, at this point, I might have it. You know what I mean? it's It's one of these things where I'm like, oh no. Let's see, I gotta see if I can't rotate this. That way you guys can see my screen better. No, we're gonna. Yeah, there we go. I like that. So this is ZEC, Zcash, and we're shorting it because, to be honest with you, the developers have given up on the crypto coin altogether, and therefore we know that it's going to be falling, as there isn't much left backing it. So, excuse me, I do apologize. Yo, what's up, Mark Lester? Did I sell Bitcoin? Yeah, I've sold off the majority of my Bitcoin whenever it was at the top at 126,000. I'm still holding on to probably like 1,500 in spot right now. Obviously not on the exchange. I've got it in a cold wallet, but I'm still just like, I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm biding my time because if the 4-year cycle goes on as it should, the way Satoshi planned for Bitcoin to work, hey Teresa, then what have I heard about gold and silver? I watch gold and silver every single day, so my business is gold and silver. That website right there, if you want to follow that link. Oh wait, no, that's a PayPal link. My website is pretty much just gold and silver bars. It's ideal in bullion. I'm a seller. Yeah, there we go. Live. And there we go. No, it's actually for the most part driven by wartime fear. Silver and gold is the hype right now. I mean, I can show you specifically. This is silver's chart right now, and you can tell that it is far, far, far overbought. Right? It's just been going up, and now it's on a pretty healthy decline. But I mean, check this out. That's silver right now. Like, just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, silver is fucking popping off. Now, if you go to my store, my website, you can see a live gold and silver ticker at the top. So, silver right now is $87.64 an ounce. You can buy a silver bar right now off my website with premium for $95. Fractional Stagecoach silver. Oh, it's at 100. Let me change that. I mean, it is fractional. I'll still change it to 95. No, well, that is a $10 premium. 87.64. I'll change it to 95 for now. Yeah, I'll change it to 95. Michael Oliver is saying crazy stuff. Bank of America stated silver will be at $309 an ounce. Yeah, I fully believe it, man. I mean, the shit is not going to stop. That's for sure. So it's not a matter of when. It's a matter of how long. You know what I mean? All right, so that should be updated. $95 an ounce. If you guys want to go and pick up a fractional silver bar from Stagecoach Silver Mint, then you got it at $95. That's only $10 over spot. Well, that's actually a lot less than $10 over spot currently, as it is sitting at $87.64. So that is a premium of pretty much $7. Go pick your bars up today. It's crazy. I was actually looking through my recently sold orders, and someone just bought a 1 ounce silver round from me for $75, which was at the time, about $12 premium on the silver round that she was purchasing, or they were purchasing, sorry. And to look at silver prices now and think that like $75 is cheap for silver now. And it's only been about 3 weeks since I made that sell. Like, silver is freaking booming. See, so we're actually hoping for this next candle to be red. It can go up a little bit, but most part, I need it to drop on its ass. Even though we're in the green right now, if it goes up to break even at this point, I'm probably going to call this trade just for the simple fact that it looks like it's starting to form a very heavy bear flag. It doesn't have very much bearish divergence. On the MACD at the bottom of this chart, if you look, it does look like it's going to be coming back up soon. So this right here is your MACD. You can see it had this huge spike in green volume right here. You can also see the volume chart. And then it's going through its bearish divergence phase for this run, but it does not look like it wants to go back down very much farther. So, oh, you guys probably couldn't even freaking see that. I'm sorry. So, this bullish, obviously. Now it's creating a bull flag, which is a huge green candle all the way up, or 2 or 3, and then just a sidewards momentum. What that's going to tell me is, even though this is essentially a head and shoulders, right? We can see the W pattern. I'm still expecting this wholeheartedly to continue to go up. I don't think this is going to fall much farther than it has. And I'm in a short right now. So that tells me that if it continues to go up all the way to my break-even price, that I should probably just go ahead and call it at break-even. That way I'm not risking anything on the trade. And yeah, there's enough green for me to call that and just get enough back to pay for my funding fees and everything that I put into the trade already. Am I willing to long it at this point? No. I'm not gonna try to make any money on the opposite side of that, just for the simple fact that it's not a guarantee. I mean, at this point, if I'm wrong once, I'm wrong once. If I'm wrong twice, I'm gonna be a little bit fucking more mad about being wrong twice than I am being wrong once. So our best bet right now is to move on to another token and see if we can't find some profit elsewhere. Yo, what's up, Luis? Pepe's popping off, eh? Look at that. What's on the top of the freaking... Alright, let me short this for a second. Quick scout. See if we can make some profit off this. Alright. We're in green. There we go. Keep going down. Break that volume candle. Break it. No, that's not what I want. Go down. Appreciate that, Luis. Hey, Chew, it's been a minute, man. How are you? All right, we're in the negative now. I really need this. All right, so this is the 5-minute chart right here, right? So if I look at the 1-hour chart, I can tell that this has been on a massive upswing for a minute. Now, 15-minute chart shows me that we're on a larger upswing with a lot of volume going upwards. So a lot of buying power. Now, what I need on the 5 minute chart right now for my scalp is going to be about 5 minutes of just people selling. Straight sell. Sell, sell, sell. I've only got $20 in margin on this trade, but if I can get it to 20%, then that's going to be about, $2.50 in profit. And I'll take that. I ain't going to be mad at that. So if I can get, a huge red candle of people just selling off, then we're going to be in profit. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, I went to the bank today and I put in an order for a shit ton of coins. So I'm picking those up on Friday. Gonna be all good. No, we don't want green. We want red. Stop that. Man, with that volume spike, I can almost guarantee that it's not going to go up for much farther. Yeah, I'm expecting a large sell-off. There you go. Excuse me, I apologize. Alright, so I'm expecting a lot of bearish movement here. If we break out and continue to the top side, I would be absolutely shocked. So what we're seeing here is a large scale, we're seeing a large volume factor that got sold off very quickly, which tells me that a lot of people are paying attention. And as it hits 6 o'clock, Asia is just now opening. So what I've done is I've opened a short right at the top of this candle. And with all of this extra, business up here that we're seeing, I can expect, if this does create a doji candle as I expect it to in the next 1 minute, unless it absolutely takes off, which we're already in the negative. Yep, and it just did. So that's all right. I was not expecting, that. But that's trading. You don't get it right. You don't get it right about 70% of the time. And that's totally freaking fine. But as long as your P&L stays green, So let's see what we get. I mean, the EMA cross, I'm fully expecting a large bearish divergence. So, interesting. We're only negative $2.78 right now, so it's not like we're fucking far off in the hole or anything, but man, with a green spike like that, I really expect some bearish maneuvering as far as it goes. People are going to want to take their profit. I mean, especially if you've been sitting on it for the last, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So about, the last hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So if you longed it from here, I would definitely be taking profit here. Right. Let me know if you guys are interested in this whole trading thing. If not, I mean, I can go through some coins. I realize this is theoretically a coin collecting channel. You want me to go through some coins, Mary? You can go through some coins. Somebody's called a safety meeting. Hold on. Yeah, so trading is what I do for fun at this point. It's kind of like gambling, right? People go and play slot machines or poker or whatever as games. Trading for me is like a game. I sit on roughly $2,000 at stake, and it's just an entertaining process for me. It's also kind of relaxing as well. You know what I mean? Like, trading is one of those, it's almost like playing a video game, you know? I understand, Mary. Your best bet's going to be just not messing with it. One of the things I tell a lot of people that want to get involved with trading is don't. Because unless you absolutely have, the most solid psychological mindset in your head, then you're going to fail. Um, Trading is one of those mental games because everything you do, all of your analysis, all of, you know, everything you put into motion that makes sense and should play out the way that you're going to expect it to play out. And when it doesn't, like this short that I've taken on Pepe, I mean, it if you aren't ready for that, then it it becomes a whole other mind fuck because it's sitting in a slot machine and just tapping a button all the time, you know, and you lose money every time you hit the button. That's one thing. But to go through and like assess the chart, right? And go and think that everything that you have put into, you know, all the thought processes that you've put into play, and then it still goes wrong, it's aggravating. Like it's one of those things that just makes you want to like throw your computer against the wall or something, I guess. I don't know. I've seen like so many broken laptops and whatnot as a you know, I do a little bit of financial advising on Discord and whatnot, and some social media. So it's just interesting to me to see people get so upset with their own decisions because it's like, you know, you fucking chose to do that. Like, I can't be mad at me. Like, look, I know it's going to go down, right? Like, we're going to see a huge red candle come up right about 5 minutes from now. Hey, I know my play. But for someone to get so freaking mad at themselves or their own decisions or whatever is, I guess, you know, that's the name of the game. It's like going and playing blackjack, putting, you know, $5,000 down and losing it in the first hand. All you can do is get mad at yourself. You should have slow played it, you know? You could have done a lot more with that. Yeah, exactly. You have to be personally responsible, especially, yeah. And anything I say on here is not financial advice. Do not come at me with a fucking lawyer if you guys lose money. I'm not even going to tell you how to get on my exchange. I'm not going to tell you what to do in order to, because there are hoops and rings that you have to jump through just to trade crypto the way that I'm doing right now. Like, you have to get a Coinbase account, you have to load your Coinbase account from your bank account, then you have to take the money from your Coinbase wallet, transfer it to your exchange wallet. It's a whole fucking 3 or 4 or 5 step process that a lot of you people probably don't want to have to go through. So don't come at me. And if you know how to do this, then, you know, heed my warning. But I am not giving you financial advice. Yeah, once you're on, well, once you know what you have to do in order to, and at one point I was putting like $500 a week on my exchange here, and I've gotten my wallet far over what it needed to be, and then I ended up just buying a shit ton of spot and putting it in a cold wallet so I didn't have to deal with it or think about it anymore, for the simple fact that it's having it on the exchange is scary, right? Like, you don't want to keep your crypto on a website, basically, a server database that can be hacked by anyone. You always want to get your own form factor of, you know, cold wallet. There's very, 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 you know, few reputable dealers of cold wallets at this point that I would say I trust. But there are a couple, and they're worth it. Trust me. 1961, I'll take the copper. But yeah, no, if you are not well versed in trading crypto, then please, don't. Just fucking don't. You know what I mean? it's it's one of the most aggravating hobbies you could ever pick up, because you're probably just going to lose a shit ton of money. Now, I've had days where I've made thousands of dollars. I've had days where I've lost thousands of dollars, and I can show you the P&L reports to prove it, but it's not worth it. And the thing is, you just have to be okay with it. You have to look at something like a negative $2,000 P&L for a day and just say, okay, I made $2,000 a week before I lost that $2,000. And, you know, chalk it up to the game, I guess, right? Yeah, most people get rinsed. Normies never stand a chance versus crypto natives. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this for a long fucking time, bro. Well, I'm not going to get into the extensiveness of my crypto journeys, but I have been doing this for a long fucking time. So I certainly am not worried when it comes to losing a couple $1,000s or whatever in the game. I trade futures more so at this point, like I said, it's like a game for me. It's like a relaxation factor. I'll just sit down here and find a chart that I like and make a move. And like Pepe is doing to me right now, I'm negative 24%. But whatever. I'll close it out probably around negative 40 if it goes too far off and it just doesn't look like it's going to turn around. But then I move on and find another. Oh shit! We got a wheat cent. What year is it? My experience was you just got to catch one big trade with size, and then you can pretty much go for the rest of your... Yeah, well, I mean, that works out if you got the size, but if you don't have the margin to play, then don't worry about it. I mean, I'm sitting with like, I don't know, I would say I'm sitting pretty on a few bands with my wallet just to play with. So my margin, if I'm being like adamant about my analysis, then I'll play with $50 to $100 of margin isolated. But other than that, I, for the most part, stick to like $20 margin isolated. And then, you know, if I lose $20 at 100%, then whatever. That's fucking... whatever. But at the same time, like if I get, you know, a lot of the trades that I do, I end up getting like 200% margin back. So if I put 20, like I have $21 in this trade right here, right? Boom. $21.11. Negative 23%, that's only $5. That's okay. I'm not worried about losing $5 out of my wallet. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cry over $5. 1940S. hi. San Francisco. Let's go. I don't think anybody guessed 1940. Yeah, so, oh, let alone putting size on a shitcoin. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not only just putting size on a shitcoin. Is for me, like I said, man, this is just a game. Like, this is, I invest, don't get me wrong, like, I have investments that go far beyond crypto. Like, I'm invested in a lot. Let me just put it that way. But trading for me, as far as like trading crypto, is just like it's like playing a slot machine, man. It's, because the volatility, it holds itself true. Like you can't there's no way to assess the volatility that the crypto market still is seeing, even after being, acclimated into the large scale financial market for the last 10 years, probably. There's only one thing that's going to make crypto not be volatile, and that's going to be government oversight. And that goes against everything that crypto stands for. You have an 1889 penny. Is it worth anything? Well, if it's an Indian head and it's in good condition, it's worth about $10, I would say, right about now. I have a video on my channel if you want to learn how to find out the value of your own coins for yourself. I have an 1857 penny, the very first year they ever made the penny in America. It's a Flying Eagle cent. Fact of the matter is, it's still a small asset class by a lot. Crypto will always be volatile, maybe not majors, but alts will always trade like that. Yeah, of course. And we're very much not in alt season. Like, everybody's screaming because Bitcoin dominance is low, Bitcoin is low, everything is fucking low, that this is alt season. And I'm still sitting here saying, like, well, where the fuck is Pengu? And you know what I mean? Like, it is indeed an Indian head. And yes, if you look at my shorts here, I can actually post the link to the short that I have to teach you how to find out what the value of your own coin is. Let me... How to properly do price comparisons. Yes. Share, copy, and paste. Here you go. That's the link. You're welcome. I hope you stick around or subscribe or like or, whatever. I appreciate you just stopping by at least. Very much appreciated. Thank you. So, all right, we're negative 22%, $4 down. It's creating another bull flag. So if I can get this down to break even, then I will walk away happy. At this point. So this is going to turn into a long-term stretch. At least, because this is a 5-minute chart. This is going to be at least another, like, 20 minutes. Like another 4 candles, maybe. Hey, someone that has a shit ton of money, go short Pepe. Oh, gotta put that in the wheat cent pile. 1940S, that's actually a good one. Good year. Good year and a good mint mark. 1973. If only Oliver was still in here. I don't know if you are. This would go in your jar. $19.88. Wide AM or small AM? Close AM. No, that's actually wide. Doesn't matter. That's not an actual variety. But I did find a couple sold listings on eBay where they were selling like wide AM 1988s for $5 a piece. And I was like, I think you guys are getting 1998 and 1988 confused. But what do I know? Yeah, that's the red candle I needed. $2,000. Denver. Close AM. Come on. At least drop back down to break even for me. I'll take break even over nothing. Let me walk away scot-free. Actually, a little. Oh no. Okay, so my realized P&L is 0. So I've got 0 funding fees. Yeah, let me break even. Let me just walk away free. I don't even need profit. Hot tea to chase the chills away. I'm sorry you're feeling so bad, love. I know how it feels. I was there. I do not wish to go back. Oh, 92. That looks like a small one. No worries. Yeah, that was a bad weekend for me. After I ended up getting off the stream here, when you guys told me I needed to go lay the down, it was terrible. But anyways, I can only imagine what you're going through. And if you're talking about like at the point where you're wanting to go to the hospital, then I will keep you in my prayers. Come on, break even. Excuse me. Keep dropping. What's up, Birch and Bullet? Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Frog's got my throat. Or cat's got my tongue. Frog in my throat. I don't know what the fuck the verbiage would be. Come on, keep dropping, bro. I really need just like We're at a point where I'm like willing to close it out, but we just got a cross on the EMA. So we're seeing a lot more selling power. If you look down here at the MACD, then we're seeing a large scale amount of selling power, as well as the volume indicator. As you can see, there's been a large amount of sells within the last 10 minutes. So uh, it's, excuse me. I apologize. So we can see a large sell off here, but then again, it could just create another bear flag and continue on the rise. So, did you miss a safety meeting? Yeah, in fact, I'll have another. Thanks. So, we're looking at break even on hopefulness. We might get a little profit if we hold on to it for longer than I want to, but I'm totally down to close at break even. All right, Birch and Bullet. You retired and moved to Florida, Mark. What the fuck? Weren't you up in like, weren't you in like bear country just not long ago or some shit? I know you were in the hospital. Arizona. Oh, okay. Arizona, my bad. That's wild, though. I mean, hey, Florida's beautiful. I've got family in Florida. Never, well, I've been once when I was 7 years old. Oh, I'm thinking of Mike Badger. I'm so sorry, bro. I always get you and Mike Badger confused. I truly apologize, my friend. I'm so sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I get you and Mike Badger confused so much. Um, but okay, I got you. Well, I mean, hey, if anything, there's a lot of swingers in Florida. You can just put an upside down pineapple on your coffee table and probably find a few friends. $82. What does it weigh? What does it weigh? Let's see. Everybody take a guess. What does it weigh? 2.5 or 3.1? We'll find out together. What does it weigh? 2.5. It's a 1982. Play the game. Come on, guys. Anybody else want to play? Nobody? No. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1, 3, 2. All right, whatever. It weighs 3.0 grams. Wah, wah, wah. If you guessed it was copper, you were right. But you didn't. It's actually a pretty beautiful copper coin. So got a lot of sheen. For 1980. Wah, wah. Sorry, not sorry. Just wait until I start actually doing the giveaways, guys. So, I have put into motion through my wholesaler the coins that I'm going to be giving away. And at this point, I'm thinking of form factoring it into like a weekly giveaway. Like everything builds up until the end of the week, right? Do a Sunday giveaway, blah, blah, blah. And then at that point, like balls to the wall. But anyways, so it's going to be nothing but graded coins. Silver. I mean, we could do like silver bullion. It kind of depends on how the first one goes, really, in all honesty, because I don't know if people are more interested in coins than they are like just silver, just straight bullion or gold or whatever. But I mean, I could definitely just like give gold bars away, that's not a problem at all. Like something like this. So it's all a matter of what ends up happening for the first giveaway that's going to play a larger factor into the next giveaway, if that makes sense. And then, whatever. So we will play it by ear as far as that goes. And I mean, of course, I'm going to be doing silver giveaways. I've got no problem giving away like eighth of an ounce or 10th of an ounce or whatever. Silver is not a problem. And silver also just hit $85 and then 87, I do believe, earlier in the day. But always going to be giving away silver. Probably not as many American Silver Eagles as I gave away when Sam funded to give away. Well, I mean, silver sells itself, It's one of those things that's if you have it, somebody's probably willing to buy it. That's why I keep a silver $50 in my pocket at all times and a silver Morgan around my neck at all times. I used to keep a silver... Oh, damn it. This roll has been packed. I hope y'all didn't see that. What year is this? So, silver is one of those things like I keep around my neck, I keep in my pocket, and I used to carry a silver bar with me everywhere I went, just for the simple fact that, worst comes to worst, if I don't have any fucking cash, which I always have cash, but 53, if I don't have any cash, then I can sell this and get cash if I need it, like it's kind of like a bug out thing. I've always got my bug out bag with me. I've got fish, I keep a fishing rod in the back of my truck. I keep my tackle with me. I keep a slingshot for small game. I keep my 9 on me at all times for large game. Um, I'm always ready to hit the hay or the sticks, however you want to say it. So it's one of those things that you just got to be ready for everything at all points in time. In fact, I just got back from the gun range today. We're at break even. We're at 9 cents. All right, are we going down? Hold on. Oh, well, here, let me not leave y'all hanging. 1946. That actually kind of tells me how much y'all were paying attention, because I showed this directly before I flipped it over and was like, oh. Anyways. Come on, break even. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. We'll get back to the coins in just a second. Alright, less than $1 negative is not the worst in the world, and I don't believe it's going to go down farther. Check the 1 minute chart. What are we looking at? Break even? Yeah, well, we're right there. So we were at break even, but I was too busy freaking flapping like gums to pay attention. So I think we're pulling out of it. I'm closing out there. That's less than negative 50 cents. I'm not worried about it, but damn. I could have. Anyways. No sense in being. No spilt milk. No spilt milk. Let's see what else. What other charts can we find? Kia's up 1.3. Souls. Yeah, I'm going to short that actually. I mean, that looks like a really good short actually. I'm going to short that $50 margin. Oh, shit. That's hilarious, actually. I would... No, we won't get into that. I don't want to talk about that one. Ooh, that's going to break out. That's for sure a breakout. We're going to long that. We're going to scalp it, but we're going to long it. We're looking specifically for 10 to 15% increase. This is the 1 minute chart. Yep, there it is. That's the breakout we wanted. So we're up 7, 9, 10, 12. Yep. All right. That's what we wanted. No, what the? See? That's the volatility that you have to love in crypto, man. Like, we were up 10% if I would have just hit close all in profit. And then literally in a blink of a second, it went straight negative. That is... And now it's like actually super negative. That's hilarious. That is crypto trading in a nutshell. Look at that candle, bro. Look at that fucking candle. That is disgusting. And I might as well just get out of this. I know there's no coming back from that. There is no way in hell that we're going to see another spike in volume than that breakout that just occurred. Wow, we were up 10% and then now we closed out at negative 10%. Welcome to crypto, baby. Motherfucker. Oh man. That was incredible. You saw how fast that went. It went up 10% and then down 10% in 2 minutes. Yeah, not even 2 minutes. I was looking at like $4 profit for a second. And then I lost $4. The shitty part is I was so confident in that breakout that I should have shut it off as soon as I saw the green. But I was being, I guess, greedy. I don't know. I hesitated too long. I was looking at it kind of still amazed, but I waited too long. So, oh well. At least you're laughing. Yeah, of course, man. It's $4. What the fuck do I care about $4? Not worried. Let's move on to the next trade. Well, actually, it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm gonna have to go to work here in a minute. Well, 30 minutes. But had that same volume spike, man. So this is across the board. This looks like it wants to break out as well. BNB. No, I actually hold a lot of spot in BNB, so I'm glad that we're up. ADA. ADA's gonna go up. Let's go. $21 margin long ADA, ADA. I do believe this is going to take off here in the next probably 10 minutes. We're already green. All right, so the stream is okay. I actually have to. Well, it does seem as though there is only one person. So, anyways, I have to log off. I do still recommend longing ADA. Time to work? Yeah, I gotta go in 30 minutes, but I've actually got to deal with some banking issues right now. So I was trying to order some food just now, but it, yeah, anyways. I got charged for something that I don't even know what I got charged for, so gotta figure that one out. But all right, y'all. Peace. Love you all. See you on the next stream. Have a good night.